Hey, how y'all doing today? This is one of my next videos. I'm just going to be talking about the India versus Pakistan thing that's been going on. Now, the reason that it's really important is because it actually affects China, and with our whole China trade war going on, it actually put them at a disadvantage. And I'm going to just go over some of the articles that I've been researching about how this really plays a key factor of what's really going on. So I'm going to just keep it really short and simple today, and just hit that like and subscribe button. Now, basically, in this next article, is going to show you basically who's backing each side. Now, you got the U.S. and China watching, each side because they're basically going to try to have a Cold War. They're not trying to have wars directly anymore, guys. That's why we're seeing all these countries back other countries. But in the end, the result is still going to be bloodshed. So the shit really don't even make sense. But this is basically how they plan it, and we just got to keep a close eye out. Hopefully this shit will calm down. But with a world going on full of wars, I mean, it could just happen, and everybody's just really on their seats when it comes to shit like this. But we just going to take it to the next clip because, like I said, I'm keeping this drawing short, and that's a main thing I wanted to get to. So I'm showing you this article right here. They got a real economic, joint of the hip thing, and they've been doing it for a really long time. I think about 30 years. So they're really locked into each other. They got a lot of infrastructure that's really locked into each other, and China have really invested a lot in them. And like China did with a lot of countries like Africa, they basically gave them a bunch of money knowing they couldn't pay that shit back. And now they basically got off with just shipping a bunch of goods. And it was a really good offenses for the trade war so they can get around with a lot of, just shipping oil. So basically, that's why they don't want this shit to blow up in their face because they can't fight India and they can't basically keep eye on Taiwan and all the other shit that they got going on around the world. So it's really ball in our court. I guess, call it good timing because now we can cut this shit off with the trade war. Being said, we're going to go to this next article. So there's basically these guys are agreeing to meet. Hopefully we can see some good talks from this. I think it's about time because we be fucking each other over at this point if we really want to go through this. They're suffering some economic losses, so are we. Shit is expensive, and I agree that we're all just tired of it. I'm pretty sure their citizens are tired of it. They should just come to tables, talk, work out a fair trade because we all got to live in this shit together. It's called the world. And we could just work this shit out like human beings, and hopefully things get cheaper and we can all just get back to when shit was somewhat chilling again. With that being said, I'm going to go to this next article. Now, this one is not so crazy. I actually been doing research on this. I mean, I've been diving into the cult for a while. I'm just now, finally putting my work out there. But I've been doing research, and I don't know if you heard, but basically the ultra rich and Mark Zuckerberg and all them and the Jeff Bezos of the world, they have these underground cities where they can basically hide out if the Indian shit just pop off and we all wind up going to World War III. They can just all go underground and hide. And it's basically like they're all around the world. And I'm about to show you another person who actually did research, who worked for the government, who was a part of this investigation. And she just said they just have a bunch of whole networks. So the whole underground cities, the tunnels, the Diddy situation, it's all real. And the ultra elite just been having this like secret society, like everybody says, moving and driving and not having to deal with a lot of stuff that we have to go through. So I'm going to pull it up next. Just give me a real quick. Now, the reason I pull this one up because this is kind of just proof in the pudding. So this guy, I think he's a U.S. state official. He basically just gives you the numbers. So I'm going to keep that up for a while and let you guys have that for a read. You can zoom in or even pause. But it basically gives you in-depth detail about how they found the bases, how much they spent on them, and how they were all spending all this money on how to make sure they're good while we've been up on the surface being fucked up, and how they could actually fix a lot of these problems that we had going on with the food, the hunger, all that jazz. But this is basically it, guys. This is one of my shorter videos. I'm trying to just keep punching them out, staying consistent. And, I had a little mishap with other one. It should be on my channel because I faced a copyright challenge because I put some music in there. But it's basically about, I think, Abraham Torre. So you can check that out. I'm going to see if I can link that. But it's a Burkina Faso video, and it's about Abraham Torre. So if I can get that copyright worked out, I'm going to try to throw that up for you guys. But thanks for watching. If you can give me a like or a subscribe or just a comment, man, just to let me know that somebody's listening to me and I'm actually making some type of progress with this thing. Much appreciated, man. Enjoy your day, get some rest, and just try to stay up, man. See you.